Back on the news feed, PM took some sporting news now. The Bulls have hooker Johan Grobler back in their matchday squad for the United Rugby Championship match against the Lions. Mpilo Gumete shifts to number 8, accommodating the return of Yolulwe to the starting lineup at flank. They are part of a strong matchday squad ahead of the Jukskei Derby. Newzroom Afrika's Yolulwe Qoshe live for us at Loftus ahead of the game. Yolulwe, good to have you this afternoon. What is the form guide for the two teams?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, studio, as well as to the viewers at home. Of course, you are just over 2 hours away now from that Jukskei Derby between the hosts, the Bulls, who will be taking on their Gauteng rivals, the Lions, the team from Johannesburg. You did ask about that form guide. Well, the last time these two teams played in the United Rugby Championship would have been in 2023 in December. Two contrasting results for the sides. We start with the home team. They went out to Cape Town and lost against a team that's becoming more than just a bogey team. To them, the Stormers, they lost a 7th game in a row against John Dobson's side. But in contrast to that, their away side, the Lions, they went away to the Shark Tank in Durban and they walked away with a last gasp 2018 victory, winning that game in the last minute and also surviving a last-minute penalty, which was missed by Sharks fly half Botha Chamberlain. But coming into 2024, they've both been playing in their respective European Cups. The Bulls playing in the Premier Tournament, which is the European Champions Cup, and the Lions will play in the EPCR. For the Bulls, they have won their last 2 games in that particular tournament, going away to Ashton Gate, beating the Bristol Bears 31-17, before coming back home to Loftus Versfeld last week and beating an previously unbeaten Bordeaux side by 46 points to 40 last week. The Lions had a bit of a tough time. They went away to France 2 weeks ago and lost against Montpellier, and again last weekend, losing 38-28 to the Ospreys. So the Bulls come in with the momentum for this particular game, but the Lions will know that they can change that very quickly like they've done so in the past.
Who should we be looking out for?
Well, I did hear you speaking about the likes of Johan Grobler. He's a player that's been in the Bok mix before. He is back from injury, a player that they rave about here in these parts. He plays in that number 2 jumper, modern type of hooker who plays with the ball in the ground, very popular in rugby as we speak. He makes his return alongside another player who's slowly coming back into the fold, which is Ruan Anokia, who captains the side today as Marcel Kutsia, the regular skipper of those co-captains, drops to the bench. But the Bulls have been able to mix it up a bit, offering rare stars to the likes of Simpiwe Matanzima, who will be also accompanied by the tight head prop in Mornay Smith. They too will be sandwiching Johan Grobler in that front row. There's also a rare start for Locke Dion Slabbert, who's on loan from the Pumas. That shuffle in the back row also sees Springbok Marco van Staden come back into the number 6 jumper. Yolulwe comes into the starting lineup from the number 7 position, and Mpilo Gumete goes back to his more customary number 8 position. They're having a more settled halfback pairing in Ambrose Papier and Johan Goosen, very settled in their centers as well, where you find the likes of Harold Forster, former Lions player himself. On his outside will be David Kriel. Now, interestingly enough, David Kriel will be playing against his brother, Richard Kriel, who's on the Lions side today, and he's going to be playing in the number 14 jumper. So an interesting sibling rivalry to be noted on that side. Let's speak about the Lions then. They make one change to their backline. Sanele Nohamba, who tormented the Bulls last season in this fixture, where the Lions won 29-24. He scored 24 of the points from the Lions side. He shifts from his regular number 9 jersey. He plays in the number 10 jersey in this particular fixture, which then allows Mornay van der Berg to come in to the number 9 jersey. Gianni Lombard drops out completely for them, and on the bench is Jordan Hendrickse, who can come in and help Sonele Nohamba in the number 10 jersey. And in the latter stages of the game, don't be surprised if Sonele Nohamba then moves to the number 9 jersey to accommodate Hendrickse.
Now, you want to put your head on the block. I mean, just looking at form, who's got the upper hand here and who is likely to take it?
Well, if our viewers have been looking at the AFCON form is not always the way to go about it, nor the reputations. But if you are going to look on paper, the home side, if you are a betting man, they have the upper hand in terms of form, in terms of player reputation, in terms of player experience, in terms of also making the Loftus ground a fortress. But rugby, like any other sport, is not played on paper. The Lions showed that last year in this particular fixture, everybody expected the Bulls to come back from a loss against the Stormers to punish the Lions, who were not in the best of form. But the Lions came out here, like I said, with Sanele Nwamba scoring 24 of the 29 points on offer, and they caused a massive upset in that particular fixture. So if you are a betting man, you might want to go for the home side. What is my prediction? Well, I'm glad I'm not a betting man, so I don't have to put my head on the block for that one.
Yolulwe, Qoshe, thank you this afternoon. Live for us there outside Loftus Versfeld.